Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus G955F 64GB factory unlocked. Product description: Samsung Galaxy S8 Plus has the cutting-edge features you need to do the things you love faster, easier and better. An eye-catching 6.2 inch curved display goes all the way to the edge, so you can see more. The 12MP camera and advanced processor take sharp, clear photos faster. Introducing Bixby Samsung's new intelligent interface that is able to navigate easily through services and apps so that users can experience more with their phones. A phone this advanced deserves a network that can keep up. Design: sleek, all-glass design looks fantastic, but it also collects all the fingerprints. I took orchid gray color, where smudges are less visible, but in midnight black S8 it was quite a bit noticeable. But, anyway, most people will use cases for such phone, including myself, so this problem is totally fixable. The display up front sort of dissolves with the outer world from both sides. I had S7 Edge and can assure you that edges are totally different in these two phones. In S7 Edge, it was a bit sharp for me. But at S8 Plus, and S8 of course, it is very smooth and natural, if this makes any sense. The best part of these tiny bezels is that when I hold my 6.2-inch phone, it doesn't feel enormous. I'm a big guy, with big hands, but my wife says S8 Plus sits perfectly in her hand as well. I think it's because the S8 Plus is narrower than other this year's flagman phones. Display: the screen is very bright, even outdoors the picture is nice and visible. That's Super AMOLED display, which means black is truly black, amazing color and contrast ratio with a great resolution of 2960 by 1440. Browsing the internet, watching YouTube or movies is such an awesome experience. Just keep in mind that not all games and videos support this ratio so far. So expect some black bars on the side of the phone. There is a button where you can adopt the video, but then you lose some frame. The Edge screen is better than it was in S7 Edge. As I mentioned above, it's not that sharp. It has some new features, like, I can make a GIF out of any video, or even take round screenshots. I played a lot with this new features. But my new favorite is extended screenshot, where I can make a screenshot of the whole web page, for example. Specs: besides looking mesmerizingly good, it, obviously, has top-notch specs and premium hardware. Specs are the one you are expecting to see in a flagman: Snapdragon 835, 4GB of RAM, 64GB of storage, and, drumroll, Bluetooth 5.0. No glitches, no strange tint of the display, no explosions. So far. Security: I'm not a big fan of putting a fingerprint sensor on the back, but there was no room to put it at the front of the phone. It is situated near the camera, which looks good but will be hard to reach, especially for people with smaller hands. Honestly saying, fingerprint sensor has a terrible location. It is very hard to locate it, but the worst thing is that it is almost impossible to distinguish it from the camera. The only option is to use the iris scanner or second hand. Maybe it's just a matter of habit, but I haven't had such a problem in S8. A few words about iris scanner: it really works, 100% in my case. When my wife tried it with her glasses, well, sometimes it worked, sometimes it didn't. Software: Samsung software on top of Android 7.0 looks nice. It's adapted to be more like a nougat. But don't expect it to be a plain Android, it still has Samsung-like colors, design. I like it mostly, but I know not all people does. Although there are a lot of competitors to S8 Plus with thin bezels and tall design, there's some features that make Samsung #1, expandable storage, although 64GB is enough for regular use, water-resistant, IP68, USB Type-C and wireless charging. Bixby. A few words about Bixby. That's the Samsung's version of Google Assistant. There is even a dedicated button on the side of the S8 Plus just for launching Bixby. But I'm one of those people who didn't quite understand why Samsung did that, as Google Assistant did a great job. Hopefully, I will be able to bind this Bixby button for something else. But maybe I will like and use Bixby when Samsung will improve it, who knows. Anyway, it is not that critical for me. There is also a new fun feature where you can make a photo of anything, press a button, it can recognize it and search for it. Of course, it's not perfect yet, but I consider this as a step to the future. Camera. Okay, the most important thing for me in the phone is the camera. It was said that it is the same camera it was in S7 Edge. But as a former owner of S7 Edge, I can assure you that it's not. Maybe they improved the software, maybe light a candle in a church, but trust me, the camera is better. The quality of the photos and videos is amazing. I dare to say, it could be the best camera among all existing phones for now. Battery. The battery life is good, I would say it's much better than I expected. I saw a lot of comments about battery life. People guess that screen time will not be great because of the battery size. Well, as a person who actually owns this phone, I can prove that this is not true. I've been using the phone all day today, trying all the features, camera, gaming, GPS navigation, social media, music via Bluetooth, etc. And at 9 p.m. I had 5% left. Screen brightness was at auto, location, and location history, on, Bluetooth, Wi-Fi, LTE. Screen resolution, FHD+. So, totally phone was used for more than 14 hours with almost 7 hours of screen time. See the attached screenshots. I was really surprised because S8 Plus lived even longer than my wife's OnePlus set, which is a very long-living phone. Here are more details about battery usage. Time on battery, 14 hours, 15 minutes. Screen -41%, 6 hours 51 minutes. Computed power usage, 1576 mAh. Android system -10%. Computed power usage, 368 mAh. Android OS -7%. Computed power usage, 277 mAh. Maps -6%. GPS used for 1 hour 14 minutes. Computed power usage, 211 mAh. Games, Hearthstone -4%. 2 hours 9 minutes. Computed power usage, 171 mAh. Device idle -5%. Time on -14 hours 16 minutes. Computed power usage, 189 mAh. Cell standby -3%. Computed power usage, 114 mAh. Camera -3%. 10 minutes 30 seconds. Computed power usage, 109 mAh. As I already said, it has a quick charge, so I could charge my phone for about 1 hour and 40 minutes. Screenshot is attached. It's a little bit longer than I expected, but I'm not upset. Final thoughts: this is the best phone Samsung has ever made. There might be a few things I'm not crazy about, but in general, I like it. Positive side: infinity screen, nice for watching videos, as they will stretch to fit. Nice HD image. Battery life, good, will last me 2 days, my Note 4 lasted only 1. Sound, the internal speaker is much better than other generations and included ANC headphones are a nice bonus. Fast, have over 100 apps on my phone and all are quick. Memory, has 64 GB memory, which is nice versus the 32 GB standard. Easy transfer, I was able to easily transfer everything from my old phone with no issues. Camera, nice and crisp. Decent low-light images as well. USB-C, Samsung has done well at this, including 2 adapters, USB-C to USB and micro USB to USB-C. Bixby, it will be nice to have a nice Siri alternative. Negative side: internal speaker is on the bottom of the phone, and I seem to accidentally cover it a lot. Infinity display gets touched often because it is all the way to the edges. No home, back, or task button, these are now soft keys, which I don't like as well. Bixby not fully functional on release date, they could have given Old's voice as an alternative until Bixby is finished. Overall, I would recommend this phone. You looking for a discount link? Click the link under the video description to buy now.